One of the key principles of SDVoE technology is to avoid any special requirements for the network switch. This way, SDVoE is fully compatible with as many brands and models of network switch as possible. But even the most simple AV over IP system must have some rules. This short course will show you how, for SDVoE systems, this comes down to a switch's required feature set and your user's required configuration. Think of your network switch requirements as your shopping list, the features a switch needs to have in order to work with SDVoE at all. You'll be pleased to learn that this list is mercifully short. You need 10 gigabit connectivity. Each SDVoE endpoint includes a 10 gigabit Ethernet port for a very good reason. So make sure your switch can support 10 gigabits. Your switch must also support IGMP v2. Now, pretty much every 10 gig switch on the market today supports this. So even if you somehow forget to check, you probably won't go wrong. That wasn't too bad, was it? Now let's take a look at your switch configuration. As with before, this is a short and simple list, but it's important to remember that these controls must be set correctly, otherwise your SDVoE system won't work properly. You've already made sure that your switch has IGMP v2 support, so setting these configurations should be super quick and easy. But different switch manufacturers often set different defaults, so it's vital you head into the configuration and double check these settings. Your switch vendor will always support you with this, and it takes minutes to configure. Let's revisit our SDVoE topology to see why these settings are so important.
There are only 3 settings you need to get right in your switch, and thankfully, there are clear signs to determine if you have missed one of them.
If you have not enabled IGMP snooping, your receivers will not be able to connect to the transmitters, so you'll see no image at all. Okay, let's re-enable IGMP snooping. And let's see what happens if you've not enabled fast leave. This would make switching a receiver from source to source really slow and possibly include messy artifacts. So let's re-enable IGMP fast leave. Okay, if you've not disabled unregistered multicast flooding, your network will be overwhelmed by video data from unused transmitters, and it could stop communicating altogether. This setting is sometimes called filter unregistered multicast traffic. For an even easier approach, look to SDVoE Alliance member switch manufacturers like Netgear, who've already pre-configured out-the-box solutions for full SDVoE compatibility. Frankly, you don't really need to know the ins and outs of what all this means, but AV professionals are a curious bunch, and when things go wrong, knowledge is power. A handful of courses in the SDVoE Academy are available to explain each of these features and settings. Understanding bandwidth serves as an introduction to bandwidth as a network resource. The codec triangle parts 1 and 2 explain why 10 gig switches are needed to replicate the video quality of a matrix switch. And what is multicast walks through this basic network technology which enables video to traverse a network efficiently. This is the course that will teach you all about IGMP. And these courses, together with this simple primer, will get your network switch quickly and correctly configured. Then, you'll be transforming the matrix in no time.